Hey class, so here is the first topic. We're going to look over how to, how to translate uh, between words and expressions. So there's a lot of different words that mean all the math symbols, but here are the main ones. Sum is addition, difference, subtraction, product, multiplication, and quotient is division. And there's, like I said, there's other words, but these are the main ones. So the first one says x divided by the sum of y and 7. So you have your x and it's being divided by, going to have a fraction, by the sum of y and 7. And that's it. It's B. Which polynomial expression represents the verbal expression below? Okay. 4 less than, so you have, let me write them down over here. So you have 4 less than, so less than is minus, but we have to be careful here. I'll show you what this means. Okay, we have to be very careful with less than. All right, the product is multiplication of 5 and a number squared. Okay, that's what I wrote there, doesn't make any sense. So whenever you see less than, that means that you have to switch them, okay? So you have the subtraction from less than, but 4 goes after. And then the product of 5 and a number, so 5 times a number squared. Okay, again, see how this is 4 and this is the product of 5x squared. So, but just the only thing is these two have to switch. So it's 5x squared minus 4, which is C. Okay, so less than, you have to make sure to switch them. All right, which expression represents this? The cube of the sum of A and 4. So the sum of A and 4 would be A plus 4. And then we're taking the cube of it. So cube means the whole thing, and you're cubing it like that. Not the cube root, but the A cubed. There you go. And which expression represents 4 less than? So here's your less than right there. Okay? So remember, we're going to have to switch them. So it's minus. Less than is minus, but you're going to have to switch. 4 less than the product of a number. So x times 3. So 3x minus 4. Okay? All right. Which verbal expression represents this algebraic expression? All right, there's a lot going on here. So I have the cube root of r minus 5m squared. So the difference is what this minus is from. So the difference of the cube root of r, yes, and the product of 5 and m squared. Well, that's the first one. Okay, so difference is subtraction, and then everything else matches. All right, here's a word problem that we have to put into expression. Joe, who is the youngest member of the wrestling team at Northwood High School, is 5 years less than half the age of the coach. If the coach is n years old, which expression describes Joe's age? So coach is n, and then Joe, who is the youngest, is 5 years less than, so n minus 5, less than half of the age of the coach. So 1/2 of the coach's age, which is n, and then minus 5. It's A again. Is everything A? I think so. That's just a mistake. Travis would like to buy some clothes to donate to the charity. He plans to buy 9 dolls at D dollars, 2 toy cars at C dollars each, and 3 trains at T dollars each. Okay, which expression represents the total cost? The total cost means you're adding everything up. So he's buying 9 dolls, so you have 9D, plus 2 toy cars, so 2 C plus 3 trains. And that's it. Don't tell me it's A. No, it's C. Phew. All right. A plumbing contractor charges $25 per service call and $40 per hour. Which expression can be used to determine the cost of a job that takes 8 hours to complete? Okay, so it looks like he charges $40 per hour, so 40 times the number of hours, plus you have the service fee of $25. Okay, so I would say it's A. Oh, of course, it's A again. But anyway, that's what that is.